Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, is once again standing a crossroad. A nation blessed with oil, rich soil, and vibrant people, yet haunted by fear. From the north to the middle belt and down to the south, families are running for safety. Villages are burning and kidnappers have become part of our daily life. Today on LadeyNews, we ask the question that's on every Nigerian's mind. Why are kidnappings and attacks spiraling out of control? And can our dear nation Nigeria survive this storm? You answer for yourself. Over the past 2 years, Nigeria has recorded more than 4,000 abductions. That's an average of 5 people kidnapped every single day. Ransom payments across these cases are estimated to have crossed 45 billion. That's in the naira now. Yet hundreds of victims are still missing. From Kaduna to Zamfara, from Katsina to Benue, insecurities have no boundaries. Millions of Nigerians are now displaced, sleeping in tents, relying on handouts, and praying each night that the next attack won't come to them. Just this month, police in Kaduna arrested 26 suspected kidnappers, recovering rifles and ammunition after stirring of attacks. In Benue, more than 100 villagers were killed in just a weekend of violence, a massacre that left thousands fleeing their homes. And in Brunei, Boko Haram struck again, burning entire villages and abducting children. A Christian pastor in Oyo State was kidnapped and murdered even after ransom was paid. These are just isolated events. They are part of national crisis. What is the way forward? So why is this happening to our dear nation? Experts say Nigerian insecurity is being fueled by a deadly mix of fragmented armed groups, poverty, and a weak government. Looking at the fragmented groups now, armed groups like Boko Haram, ISWAP, and local bandits are now operative across overlapping regions, making them difficult to track or to defeat. Youth face unemployment soaring and inflation rising. Kidnapping has become a business, a cruel, fast-paying industry. Oh, how sad to say, Nigeria. The weak policing and late response. How about that? In many rural communities, security officers are under-equipped or too few to respond in time. For the ransom incentive, every ransom paid fuels the next abduction. It is a vicious circle that enriches criminals and weakens the state. The human cost is enormous. Behind every statistic is a human story. A mother who sold her land to rescue her son. A farmer who lost his harvest and his hope. Children growing up in IDP camps with no schools or future. No future as well. As farms are abandoned, food prices skyrocket. Businesses relocate, investors withdraw. The economy bleeds. Every gunshot in a rural village echoes through the nation's economy. What must be done to solve this? Security experts need to insist that Nigeria has a way out if leaders act boldly. Here's what must happen if we must make progress. Real intelligence sharing between federal, state, and community security networks. Support for local defense units, properly trained and equipped. Oftentimes we have cases where security personnel not equipped. That must be looked into. Massive job creation and rural investment. Why? To stop turning hungry youth into easy recruits. Swift justice and transparency is needful. Those who fund or protect kidnappers must face the full wrath of the law. Rehabilitation of victims and displaced families. Because healing is part of security as well. This is not just a fight with guns. It is a fight for the soul and the unity of Nigeria. It's just a hope. as we reflect on this. Nigeria has survived colonialism, the civil war, and dictatorship. We can overcome this. But if only we unite across tribes, faith, and politics. The strength of Nigeria is always or has always been her people, resilient, prayerful, creative, and unbreakable. Peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice, security, and hope. And just to remind you that you've been watching LadeyNews, African's Voice, African's Future. If this story moved you, share it. Raise your voice, speak the truth, and demand accountability. Because until every Nigeria can sleep in peace, our nation remains under siege. Subscribe to this space for more stories that matter. Do well to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as subscribing to us here on YouTube. Until we come your way again, stay tuned. I remain Angwa Israel for LadeyNews. Bye for now.